Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, hi, my name's Salinas Esteves and I'm an actor in the Southeast. I'm going to take you through an audition, a current audition, my process, how I approach it. But this is going to be different because one, this is a theater job, and two, this is going to be a very, and I mean very, quick turnaround. The audition isn't due until I think it's like 2 weeks or something, the actual date, because it has 2 pretty lengthy scenes and I have like 2 monologues in here as well. So there's a lot of lines, and a union job, they have to go with X amount of time with X amount of lines. They have to give an actor, I forget the exact rule, but they have this like formula of how much time to give an actor to audition with that specific amount of lines. And so I have time to turn this in, but I have surgery on Thursday, which is 2 days from now. So the only day I have to do it is tomorrow. And I just received this like this afternoon, like just a few hours ago. So what I did immediately once I saw it, I confirmed to tape, and I immediately started texting as many male actors in the area that I know that could come in to read for me for this specific role. Thankfully, I have a reader. We're gonna come in tomorrow. We don't know exactly what time, but I had to switch my schedule around to make it work because tomorrow's the only day I have to tape these 2 lengthy scenes. By the way, this is not going to be a script analysis video. I have one, I'll link it somewhere around here. That video, I show you how I break down a scene and everything. If that's what you want, watch that video. This one, I'm just gonna show you like the actual process. I mentioned it's different because it's a theater job. Now, the difference with a theater job is that you're gonna frame yourself in the self-tape differently. Theater, we know that it has to deal with the body, right? The director wants to see how your body moves with this character. So rather than a film self-tape where I would do a medium close-up, kind of like what I already have right now, I would actually frame myself waist up. So like, okay, well you guys get the idea. I don't have much room to actually show you guys, but from your waist up. They don't say that specifically, but you should know, and that way they could get a better sense of how you're moving. And then of course the callbacks will be in person. In this case it'll be in New York, and I've already confirmed when they say that the callbacks are going to be like somewhere else or whatever, and also the dates, you want to make sure that you look at all of that before you audition, confirming those dates, and make sure that you keep those open in case you do book. So what I do is I make sure in my calendar I check all of the dates, like rehearsals, show dates, you know, any fittings, callbacks, all the dates that they need you available for this part. I have to confirm it. So when you confirm to tape for something, you're confirming that you are currently available for those dates in case you are booked. Because I've heard from casting directors nightmares where they got really excited, you know, they want to book this actor, like, okay, can you do it? Okay, these are the dates that we're going to be filming. And the actor's like, oh no, actually I have a recital or something, I don't know. They're unavailable that day. And it's like, then why did you audition? Anyways, another thing that I've been doing lately, and you guys, I just started doing this about a month ago, and it's changed my booking and auditioning game to another level. I know it's very common for us, like usually when you get a notification to audition for something, they'll hit you with a whole bunch of information. I mean, at least for me, like on casting networks or something, there'll be just a long list of how to tape and the synopsis, blah blah blah, like just a whole bunch of information. And sometimes casting networks would like jumble it up, and it just looks so confusing. My brain's not going to get it, and I have a really high chance on submitting something with the wrong direction. What I started to do was just on a docs, I would copy and paste things, and I would organize it to where my brain would understand it. So over here I have like the venue, producers, directors, audition dates and all of that, the rate of pay, the locations, the character, other instructions that they gave, and also my slate and the tape. And I also like to put in like extra things like, you know, who's reading for me, what time am I reading, like any other things that have to do with like actually taping the self-tape. When it comes to self-taping, I refer to this. I don't have to, you know, scroll on my laptop and like figure things out or whatever. I have this, and I could even like edit, make notes, and just be really crystal clear on what is it that they're looking for. And it's helped me because ever since I started doing this, you guys, I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. I either booked the role, got a call back, or was on hold for the thing. Like I'm not kidding, like literally every single role. And also studying what they're looking for. And this is more particularly for commercial. When you're studying the breakdown, I suggest like really taking note of the language that they use in that breakdown, and studying that and letting that and implement that into your performance. Because for commercials, it's not a creative director who's gonna book you, it's the client. And clients are usually business people where they're not into this creative, you know, world or whatever. They're not in this what we do. It's a different lens that's looking at it, and that makes that final decision. Make sure you understand the product and know exactly what they're looking for, because that's what they want. Not some like, I'm gonna make a risk, like all those fun things that we love to do. Don't do that in commercial. You know, sometimes I would just want to take some risks and, you know, maybe do something out of the box or whatever, and clients not gonna want that. They want to sell their product. They don't care about your artistry. I'm sorry. So this is theater, so the framing is gonna be different. And you also want to get more physical. And I'm also going to implement, from my experience in theatrical training, a little bit of a different approach here, to where we play it as if you're on the stage, where I know my medium is the camera, but understand that the project is going to be for the stage. So there's a lot of times on the stage where we like to break the fourth wall, or where we would kind of do our blocking differently. So if you implement those little things into the tape, it would show that, you know, okay, this person's theatrically trained, without obviously like making the camera, because the camera's sensitive, without, you know, being too big for the camera and a little bit too much. I hope I'm making myself clear, but you can kind of implement, you can tweak your performance a little bit. That way the director understands that, you know, this is for the theater, while still keeping it clean, because you are in a little frame here. First thing I'm gonna do is memorize, obviously, and then we'll start working the creatives. So yeah, I think that's just gonna be a quick little thing. I just wanted to let you guys know that sometimes as an actor, you just have to be prepared always, you know. And also this is an English accent. English, Irish, Welsh, or Scottish accent. My resume, it says that I know how to do an English accent. This does not mean that I can do just, you know, whatever English accent. Like I know how to do an English accent, so I'm just gonna do the generic, and I'm gonna do the part like this because I know how to do it. That's not what this means. This calls for an accent. When I searched up the play, it takes place in a specific part of the UK. It's like an hour away from London, so they speak different. So since I do adapt to accents easily, and I do study accents or postures, things like that, I'm very, if you know me, you know I'm very big on accents and dialects, huge on it. I'm a little bit of a nerd for it. It's important to not be generic when it comes to accents. It's not like, oh, just a British accent. There's, the place states it's a specific place, so you need to know how to differentiate that. Some places have the glottal stop, others don't. Some of them are more hard on the R's, some of them are not. Some of them sound so like different. I don't know if you guys ever heard an English accent. I think it's more up to the north, where they sound so foreign, where the English is so different, where you're like, wait, what did you just say? Don't generalize an English accent. Don't get too excited and say, oh, I know how to do it, it's so easy, you know, just, I mean, I know how to do an English accent. Hit it down specific. The director will appreciate it a lot. this also doesn't mean that you have to nail it. The director understands that this is just an audition. You're showing them just a preview, and that obviously you can work on it throughout. He just wants to know if you're at a good spot and if they're willing to work with you, because obviously right now I'm not going to get it down smack perfect, but if I book the role, we know that, okay, throughout the time she's right here, we could 100% get her there.